of YouTube, and welcome to a little vinyl collection update. I have some records I've been sitting on for a while to add to my collection on video. I've been waiting for one of my 2 pre-orders to come in, and it's finally here. The other one's not coming until later in the year, so I can do an update when that gets here. But yeah, we've got a couple of records to add, some current stuff, or some stuff from this year, some pre-orders that I've gotten, and one really cool thing I didn't know existed, along with some classics. The first things I'm going to add to my collection, I've actually been sitting on since I went to Tennessee. For those who remember, I went to Pigeon Forge not too long ago, and I was telling John and Hannah that I was going, and they told me I had to go to this record store in Gatlinburg. So I did. It was called the Rhythm Section. It was a really cool spot. I talked to one of the guys that worked there. He was a really nice guy. We talked about heavy, sludgy bands for a little while because I was wearing a Mastodon shirt. We talked about Kvelertak a little bit. He was a cool dude. And there I picked up 3 records. First and foremost, they had it there. It's the 110 I've given so far this year. Daddy's Home. I bought it. I bought Daddy's Home because I love this record a lot, and I'm really happy to add it to the collection. You guys already know. Again, I gave this record a 10. I really love this record. I love its melding of like psychedelic and funk sounds. I think Annie Clark did a great job at presenting something really great on Daddy's Home. Personal favorite of mine from the year, I also found there, John Carpenter's Lost Themes 3, Alive After Death. I have the first Lost Themes, if you remember, and his Halloween single with the Escape from New York, so this only made sense to add as well. I don't have Lost Themes 2, now I gotta get it, and then I've got the whole trilogy, but I love this record as well. It came out earlier in the year this year. Lots of spooky, horror synth-inspired jams, and it's a great record. It's another one that's high up there for me that I've loved this year. It was the first record I really loved from this year, and it's still got some love for me. I know I'll be spinning this a lot more around the Halloween season, but I'm glad that I've got it ahead of time. And then the last thing I found there, which was a weird curiosity, I was looking through the collection they had there, and I saw on the spine this. The Mighty Boosh Complete Radio Series. And I was like, what the hell? Apparently, The Mighty Boosh, which is a British comedy show that I really love, starring Julian Barrett, Noel Fielding, hilarious comedy, weird comedy show. I've seen all of it a couple of times now, the TV version, and I knew that it was like a live show as well, but I didn't know it had a run on BBC Radio. I had to get this. It was something I didn't think I'd ever see again in the wild, and I love the Mighty Boosh, so I figured why not buy it so that I can eventually sit down and listen to all of it. Apparently it's only got 6 episodes, maybe? I don't know. I just don't know what this is. And I know this is kind of an outlier in my catalog now because it's just like a radio broadcast, but I'm really hyped to have this because, again, I love the Mighty Boosh. I didn't know that this was a thing, and I'm excited to see what's on it. You know, I think that it'll be interesting to hear new stories with these characters, and yeah, great stuff. I was happy to find that, and I'm excited to listen to it. After that excursion, I went to the Exchange, place I go to a lot to get records, and they had 2 records there that I never see in the wild, and I figured I'd grab that are 2 favorites of mine of all time. Frizzle Fry by Primus. Glad to have this funk classic. I did a discography review on them recently, a reformatted review, and I love these guys, and I love Frizzle Fry. It's a great record, and I saw it, loved the price of it, and figured why not add it to the collection. And then another band that I've been slowly getting all of their records of on vinyl, the Gorillaz, Demon Days. Love this record as well. Think it's a classic. Lots of bops, lots of very iconic jams from this band. This is a big record for them. And another classic record, happy to have in my collection. I never see this in the wild. I see a handful of the records in the wild, but never Demon Days. So I figured why not snag it. Again, the price wasn't bad, so I figured why not. And then the last record I'm adding to my collection today was a pre-order that I was surprised to see, only because it's never gotten like an official release in the world, but it's Aesop Rock's Appleseed. His first EP. He did a first ever vinyl pressing of it recently. And this is the one of the vinyl that I've opened. I know that the Alive After Dead's like a red pressing and all that sort of stuff, but I haven't opened most of those yet. But Appleseed's on like this translucent, smoky-looking pressing, which looks really, really cool. I talked about this in my discography review of Aesop Rock all those years ago, and all those years ago, it was like 2-3 years ago. But when I did my Aesop Rock discography review, I talked about Appleseed, and I talked about it as like a nice curiosity if you enjoy early Aesop Rock sound, and I still believe that. And I saw when this was getting a pressing, a re-release, I was like, oh, I've got to get that, because I love Aesop Rock, you guys know that. And I'm happy to have this. I'm happy to get this pressing. Again, it was an immediate purchase when I saw that the pre-order was available. And I'm glad that it's here. It shipped a lot sooner than the other pre-order I have. And I'm glad to have it in the collection. Another Aesop Rock gem. And that's what I added. Again, a lot of wild stuff. Some stuff I've loved from this year. Some classics. Some curiosities. Just in general. Contemporary classics and curiosities. That's probably what I'll subtitle this one. But yeah. Do you like these records? Or do you think that Mighty Boosh thing is wild? As wild as I think it is? Do you like the Mighty Boosh? Let me know in those comments down below. If you liked this collection update, be sure to give it a like. If you want to see more of my music, gaming, and general notary content, be sure to subscribe. Special thanks to my patrons if you want to join their ranks to get early access to content, exclusive content, or to help drive the community. It's linked in the description. I'm going to get out of here, though. I've been Foul Rack. You guys have good days, lives, and situations, and I'll see you another day.